Hey y'all, it is March the 11th, 2020, and I don't have no respect for YouTube, alright? Don't get it twisted. Nothing professional is going to ever come out on YouTube anymore. Tired of them, alright? But in the meantime, I figured I'll upload this because it'll only take me a couple minutes to shoot it, and then I'll upload it, and that'll only take a minute, and that's all it's worth my time, alright? But I did want to holler at y'all. You know, I'd be remiss to not holler at y'all about some stuff. You've been hearing about this thing, everybody's talking about. That freaking everybody's talking about. That thing. Alright. Alright, so I've been preparing for it for the past few days, and a lot of people probably been preparing for it, and I just wanted to share some stuff with y'all. There's probably people out there, especially I imagine up north, who had to endure blizzards and stuff like that, who got their preparedness up, right? Who they do that as a lifestyle. I didn't have that going, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm sincerely thinking about it real hard. Preparedness, food items, which might need, for example, a 2-week quarantine. All right, I'm not saying it's going to happen where you're at or where I'm at, but it may very well happen. In fact, it probably is going to happen here in the United States. Only a matter of time. And I would imagine San Francisco or somewhere in Washington, but who knows? Who's to say? The worst thing you could do is panic, all right? And I keep reminding you. I would hope that other people will remind you. Panicking is the absolute worst thing you could do, all right? So with that being said, it's not very good lighting. Hold on, let me turn on the light. All right, and that is the light. All right. That being said, for the past couple of weeks, while people have been talking about all this, every time I go to the store and I walk to the store is a pretty short walk for me, and I take it, and so I gotta carry everything that I take home. But every time I go to the store, I get a little bit more and get a little bit more. If I get a close up, you can see right here all sort of canned foods, and I'm not talking about peas and corn and stupid stuff like that. I'm talking about stuff that you'd actually want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Skip all that BS. And then I got rice and there's some other stuff. There's pancake mix. I got some beans and stuff. All sort of stuff. Just bought some chicken broth. I actually got some frozen chicken broth up in the freezer. All these spices. I want to up my spices next time I'm at HEB. Got snack bars and stuff. All sort of peanut butter. I'm talking about all sort of peanut butter. Got containers of that. And I've just been accumulating that over the past number of days. And I would suggest that if you haven't been doing this sort of stuff, you might really sincerely start thinking about it. My refrigerator is not all the way stocked up, but it's got some stuff. Now it's starting to dwindle. I got some Topo Chicos down there. It got all sort of like berries and then stuff from the farmer's market to include onions. Got some cheese. Somebody left some Sprites in my house. Meat and stuff's kind of meager, but and then there's some peppers. Alright, got them at the farmer's market. And also, I might mention the eggs. I got a lot of cheap Chinese eggs or whatever from the store. It's real cheap. And, you can get a whole lot of them just in case you're quarantined. And then up here, I got the farmer's market eggs. And that's the kind I like to eat. And we got some kefir right here, or kefir, I don't know what you say. And just different various things that go on in my refrigerator. We got some avocados. Alright, but up here, we got a little preparation too, and I've been, thinking about it. Getting like freezer bags and just freezing some stuff. For example, right here, I know you can't see it very well, but you got bags of carrots, frozen carrots. As far as vegetables, man, just go to Google. As far as freezing things had to be frozen properly, and some stuff you freeze a little bit different. I got bread right here. Check that out. That's sourdough bread with cheese baked inside with jalapenos up in the bread. Alright, so I'll be balling out if I had to use it. The thing is, we need electricity, and we'll talk about this later as far as if you don't have electricity. That's an even worse scenario, and we had to prepare for that, but I'm not yet on that step. I'm just saying if we have electricity, then I got sourdough bread in here, and that'll be delicious. Alright, I got some frozen strawberries, got from the farmer's market. Fixing to get some berries up in the freezer. Got all sort of things. I know you can't see, it's real dark in there. But I got ice cube trays, and I'm just freezing all sort of liquids. All right, just so that I have frozen liquids. I got some chicken in there, and I know you can't see, but I got some hash browns in there. Got some frozen cabbage up in there. I've been accumulating some things little by little. All right, there's no need to panic, and I might as well just make this a lifestyle. I feel like, because here's the thing: if nothing happens, and this is all a big fat hoax, then I still have all this food, and I'll wind up saving all sort of money. You know, I'm already saving all sort of money. Like, for example, I got some quarantine coffee. Y'all might know, like, I'm fancy, right? So I got this Indonesian coffee. I don't know nothing about this. It's delicious. Got it from the farmer's market, but right behind it, you got the quarantine coffee. That's a crap ton of coffee. I just bought it. All right, look at this. All right, that cannot easily last anybody 2 weeks. And I got it for like eight or $9, right? And that'll last me. If I have electricity, then it goes in that coffee maker right there. If I have electricity, I can use that stove right there. If I have running water, I got a sink right there and a water filter. All right, so it's good to get all sort of water. People getting stocked up on water. There's cheese, about to throw it in the freezer. All right, but you got to triple bag that stuff, man. You want to throw it in the freezer. It'll last about maybe 2 months. And then you got to deal with it. Meanwhile, if you have a 2-week quarantine, your frozen cheese will last you just fine. All right, so that's why I'm putting it up in the freezer. You might want to get some water, and you might actually want to get you a water filter. That is assuming that your water is going to be running, right? And I would imagine that on a quarantine, your water would still be running unless it was complete total apocalypse outside. All right, so I got that sort of thing. I got some paper towels up here, you know, if I might need them. Got some extra ones. And I just been getting extra everything. I got some extra soaps. We're not going to look at them right now. Extra soaps. I got extra toilet papers, you know, because of that Australia thing. And I just got extra, and I keep getting extra. Like over here and stuff, you know, I've been getting extra teas and different various teas that I want. I have more than 2 weeks supply of teas, and I got supplements and stuff like that. All right, all pretty. I mean, you're gonna spend your money up, all right, but a very good investment, and especially if you got that quarantine coming your way. All right. Anyway, it's about enough for YouTube, and I'll holla at y'all a little bit later. One of these days, I'll holla at y'all. It's March the 11th, 2020.